All right, beautiful people. So as you can see, I have my beautiful cauliflower here. We have an orange one and a purple one. You know, but I can never find the green one anymore. And I haven't actually cooked with the green cauliflower in like 2 years. So if you all see the green cauliflower out on the West Coast, let me know where you are picking it up from. So it's simple. What I'm making for you guys today is baked crusted cauliflower steaks along with some sides. I'll see you guys at the end of the taste test. First, I'm simply going to cut and trim the bottom leaves of my cauliflower. Alrighty then. So now that I actually went ahead and cut out my cauliflower bottom leaves, now what I'm gonna try to do is successfully. How come I can't say that word? Successfully. I'm gonna try to go ahead and see if I can get like 1 or 2 decent size cauliflower steaks. I know this is a small cauliflower, and so I'm gonna go ahead and try it. And so what I am personally thinking is I'm gonna go ahead and cut the long way of my cauliflower to make my steak. Now some of the edges actually may, you know, just turn into like little small florets, and that's fine because it's gonna break off. You know, cauliflower is delicate. But if I can go right here where this like little line is and get maybe 1 right here and then 2, that's the plan. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and try this. All right, so just like I said, we have some little parts right here that fail. So what I'm gonna try to do is get me 1 thick slice. Please God, let this work, because I only bought 1 orange cauliflower and 1 purple, okay? 1 purple right here. And I'm not going back to the store, so we're gonna make this do what it do, all right? Let me put my back into this. Here we go. Please work. Please, please, please. Oh my gosh. Y'all, look at this. I got me a seamless cauliflower steak. It worked. So this is about 1 inch, if you will, okay? This is about 1 inch, and it came out perfect. Oh my gosh. This must be meant. This episode must be meant, God. Thank you so much. All right, let me try that again. I'll slide the little popcorn cauliflower pieces to the side. Let me try it again, okay? So we're gonna go for like 1 inch, and then if we have like the leftovers, it's fine. Here we go. About right here. Yeah, about right there. Okay. This episode was meant, y'all. Look at this. I just made it do what it do. Well, you know, God used my hands to make it do what it do. So there we go. I have 2 slices right here for my cauliflower steaks. Stay tuned as I'm gonna do a repeat for the purple. Okay, I guess I was asking for too much because these just want to be florets. So you know what? I'm gonna let them do what they want to do. They just want to be florets. All right, I'll use y'all. I'll repurpose y'all in my video. Ain't no biggie. Ain't no thing. Okay, all right. Let's move on. Next, I'm steaming my cauliflower for 5 minutes. So I have my oven on right now. So this is the time you want to actually put your oven on. I have it at 400 degrees so it can actually preheat itself. All right. And another thing with this recipe for the marinade, I actually did in fact get this from Pinterest. So I'm going to drop the link in the description box. So any of you are curious as to how I came up with that marinade, it's actually coming from a YouTube link that I saw. So I can't take the full credit. I am adding 1 little extra ingredient, but still I'm going to show you where the source comes from. All right, so I'm gonna adjust my measurements here. So I want a little bit more extra marinade compared to what the recipe indicated. So I'm gonna actually put about 4 tablespoons of olive oil versus the 2 tablespoons that the recipe actually says that it just needs. So about 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Okay, so next I'm gonna actually use my Coco Aminos. Now, You can actually use soy sauce or like low sodium soy sauce or even tamari sauce, which I actually do like using tamari sauce versus soy sauce, but I had like this much and I need about this much. So I'm gonna use my Coco Aminos. I haven't even opened this yet. And I know at least one person is wondering, why are you wearing a white top and you're cooking around dark liquids? Yeah, I know. I think this is where I actually need to buy me an apron, but here we go, y'all. I'm gonna try my very best not to splatter, so I'm gonna go back like this. I'm gonna actually put in 4 tablespoons of Coco Aminos. Oh my gosh, here we go. 1, 2, that was about 2.5, wasn't it? 3, and 4. I'm guesstimating you all because I know exactly what I'm trying to accomplish here, okay? Ooh, look at this. I can do me some push-ups. Ooh, y'all see that? Ooh. What? Say what? All right, so now that I done broke a sweat, I'm gonna take me about 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, or about 4 because I still want this sauce to stretch. Here we go. I'm going deep in the bowl because I just don't want to splatter my white top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Here we go. And for this recipe, at least for the marinade, I'm gonna put it in the description box so you guys can actually figure out exactly how many measurements, because I know I'm seriously like guesstimating. All right, so next I'm using my blue agave. All right, I'm going to put in 2 healthy tablespoons. Up next, I'm gonna use about a 1/2 tablespoon of ground cumin. There we go. All right, so now I'm gonna try to be very careful and I'm gonna use my smoked paprika. I don't know why I did not put something over this white top. I'm gonna actually use my little measuring cups. All right, my mommy got me these, you guys, a couple years ago. I love them. All right, it has like the end initial. You see that? Okay. All right. I'm gonna take about a 1/2 tablespoon of smoked paprika. Love the color. Oh my gosh, smells so aromatic. You all see that? Okay. Here we go. There we go. All right, so now I'm gonna just simply take my little brush here. I'm gonna start mixing, as you guys can see. Now, I'm gonna move back just a little bit. And it's looking like a nice, rich marinade, which is fine with me. But I wanted to make sure that I actually, I knew that was gonna happen. All right, so that was actually my oven preheating itself. And the little beep indicator, as we already know, means it's time to put your food up in the oven, Nikki. All right, so I'm simply going to just stir this like so. I'm not going to whisk it because I have white on and I need to be very careful. All right, and I wanted just enough marinade to be able to marinate my cauliflower. I want to give it a little bit flavor on top of the breading that it's going to have before it goes into the oven. Try it one more time with the liquid smoke and see what we got here. That's perfect. That is perfect for me. So this is what it looks like, you guys. I don't want to tilt it over, but all right. So now I'm just going to lightly brush my cauliflower and put it in the oven after I bread it. Okay, so now as you can see, I have my nicely steamed orange and purple cauliflower. Now I'm just going to take this marinade and I'm going to just lightly marinate it on both sides, like so. Get that up in there real good. You want that marinade to get into the trenches of your cauliflower so you can taste it all throughout. So at the end of the day, it didn't really matter if I had orange, purple, green cauliflower, because after the marinade, it's gonna kill the color anyway. But at least I had it in the beginning of the video, you all. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward the rest of this. This is what I'm going to use for my wet batter. This is called Pepita egg alternative. The brand name is Spero. Now this is my second time using it. It is an egg alternative. So you already may be familiar with like Just Egg, and I use Just Egg time to time, but I actually got this from Sprouts, I think Sprouts or Whole Foods, one or the other. Nonetheless, I like it because it's simply made out of Pepita seeds, green Pepita seeds at that, you guys. The ingredients consist of water, Pepita seeds, which are green pumpkin seeds, contains 2% or less of salt, garlic powder, mushroom extract, beta carotene, which is for the color, and then it says Nissen, no preserved quality. That's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in like so you guys can see the color. All right, I'm using all of it. Okay, now it's in here. I'm gonna take my cauliflower sticks and just lightly dip it in, and then go ahead and batter these bad boys up. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm trying to prevent this from being messy, but here is my seasoned cauliflower steak. Y'all can see that it still has the marinade, and I didn't have to actually switch sides. It actually marinated on both sides, so I just did one side. Like I said, this is getting a little messy already. I'm putting it inside of my Pepita seeds, okay? And just turning this over. Goodness gracious. All right, you can see I have it in here, and then I'm just gonna simply take it out and make sure I get all the excess egg alternative off of it. As you can see, this is what I wanted. Yeah, because I'm gonna actually take this and make sure that my cauliflower crunch takes to it. And it's still, the seasoning, the marinade is still on here. So I'm just gonna take one and put it on the parchment paper, and I'm gonna repeat the process. All right, lovelies. So now here are my cauliflower steaks. They are submerged within the Pepita seed egg alternative, okay? And mind you, I'm gonna bake these. Now, of course, you can fry them if you want. You can even probably air fry them. I'm gonna try them with baking them the first time around, okay? So now I'm gonna take my Cauli Crunch. This is gonna be my breading, Cauli Crunch, you guys. So initially I was gonna use just like some regular breadcrumbs, but then I saw the Cauli Crunch and I'm like, oh my gosh, Cauli Crunch, and I'm making breaded, baked cauliflower steaks. It doesn't get any better than that. So these are actually made out of dried cauliflower, rice crumbs, which consist of rice flour, raisin juice, and sea salt. That's it, you guys. So literally a few ingredients, and the brand name is Ronili Foods. You can see it right here, Ronili Foods. And I believe I got this from Sprouts. I did, Sprouts, yeah, Sprouts. And so it is gluten-free, non-GMO, all-natural, kosher, and vegan. You all can see it right there. Okay, so I'm simply gonna open this bad boy up. Okay, see if I can get it open. Here we go. I always like to smell my food. Okay, it does smell like dry cauliflower. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna pour it in here. I don't know what I'm doing as far as like, I'm not making enough space for me today, but I'm gonna wait and get you all. So I have me a glass pan, baked pan. I have some parchment paper. I'm gonna simply just pour my cauliflower crumbs in here. You can see this, okay? So for my dry batter, I'm gonna add 2 packs of Cauli Crunch, along with some dried basil leaves, oregano, and I'm gonna have the exact measurements in the description box. I had some leftover Italian seasoning, more leftover oregano, some dill weed, and last but not least, some garlic powder. Woo! So now I'm going to blend out my dry batter very well, and then I'm gonna take my wet cauliflower steaks and simply cover them into the dry batter until I have both sides nicely coated. I'm going to repeat this process until all of my cauliflower is nicely coated. And for the rest of this clip, I'm just simply explaining to y'all how to make sure you just take your time to nicely coat both sides. Take some veggie non-stick spray, spray it on both sides before popping it into the oven. All right, so my cauliflower steaks are nicely coated with the Collar Crunch. I'm gonna now take my veggie oil spray here. It's non-stick. I'm gonna put it in on top of the parchment paper actually. You can use aluminum foil. You can also just simply use your glass pan or aluminum pan. I'm just doing this because there's less maintenance involved as far as like cleaning. And here's what my coated cauliflower steaks look like. Y'all see that? They look so pretty, don't they? Here's the end result after baking them at 375 degrees for 30 minutes. Hey lovelies, and so here we are at the taste test. Easy peasy cauliflower baked steak, you guys. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. All right, without further ado, let's get it in, shall we? Okay, let me go ahead and take a little small piece here. Oh, look at that vegan ranch sauce, just like all drizzled on top. Here, let me take a little piece right here. All right, give me a little bit of sauce and some fresh chives. Ooh wee! I smell garlic, vegan ranch sauce. Please don't let this drop. Here is my cauliflower baked steak. Here we go. First word comes to my mind, exuberance. Exuberance in my mouth. Oh my gosh, it's so good, y'all. It's good. It's delish. Oh my goodness. I love this healthy spin on baking the cauliflower. Nothing wrong with frying it every once in a while for me. I try not to do a lot of fried foods, but baking or putting it in the air fryer, definitely a good option for me. It's so good. The cauliflower is seasoned perfectly with that marinade. I let it marinate for 25 to 30 minutes versus 10 to 15 to get that extra flavor. And sprucing up my cauliflower crunch with the garlic powder and the dry herbs really took it to a whole nother level. So delicious, you all. So good. I think I'm getting addicted to this. This is really good. And then the chives. The vegan ranch sauce with the chives. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you. All right, here are my homemade mashed potatoes. I took little small florets of my orange and purple cauliflower and decided to just put it inside my mashed potatoes for color contrast, if you will. It's so good. I did sprinkle a few dry dill weed on top of the mashed potatoes. Just a lot of different fresh, natural herbs and flavors. Last but not least, my asparagus. Oh my goodness. Okay. So good. I baked it. It still has a crunch appeal. If you all are curious as to how I spruced up my mashed potatoes, my homemade mashed potatoes, my asparagus, I'll leave the recipe in the description box. For the homemade mashed potatoes, I'm going to actually refer to my Juneteenth episode. I think it was in season 3 or 4, in which I actually made some homemade mashed potatoes. I'll put together, if you want to see how I did my asparagus. You, of course, can use any side dish, but the star of this video, in case you didn't know, is the cauliflower baked steak, y'all. And then last but not least, the vegan ranch sauce. I'm gonna actually revert to my vegan catfish video because that's exactly where I made my vegan ranch sauce, which I make quite often. So good. All right, delicious. One last view before I bring this video home, y'all. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. All right, lovelies, that's all I have for you. All right, if you have enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, share. If this is your first time joining to my channel, welcome to Nikki's Savory Vegan Eats. If you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, so good to see you again. Or you know what I mean. Every time I say that, y'all can see me, but I can't see you. Stay tuned. I'm gonna try to squeeze out one more episode, and then I'm gonna be doing some traveling, in which I'm actually going to be featuring some spots on my YouTube channel for my travels. Stay tuned. Y'all be blessed, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.